more ferocious. Imagine striking through your opponent's heart.
Ugh, I'm trying.
Now let me hear you roar like a tiger dillo.
Tiger Dillo.
That sounded pathetic. I said roar.
Oh, wow. See, he's gotten a lot better in a short amount of time.
Who wants a nice, cool glass of watermelon juice?
Ooh, me.
Hey, your lesson's not over yet. Get back here.
Come on, Zuko. Just take a break. What's the big deal?
Fine. If you want to lounge around like a bunch of snail sloths all day, then go ahead.
Maybe Zuko's right. Sitting around the house has made us pretty lazy. But I know just the thing to change that. Beach party!
Is this the time?
Check out my Appa sand sculpture.
Wow. Pretty good.
Bad, Baldy. But I've been working on my sand bending. You're gonna love this.
Sand bending? Wow. Okay, that's ridiculous.
Wow, you even made a little Earth King in Bosco.
Try and top that, Sokka.
Ta-da!
Is that a blubbering blob monster?
No, it's Suki.
You better not tell her that.
Suki, we'll all understand if you break up with him over this. I think it's sweet.
Oh,
But it doesn't
okay
even look-
then. That's a keeper. Oh, it's like old times.
What are you doing?
Teaching you a lesson.
Literally teaching you a lesson.
What happened?
Zuko's gone crazy. I made a sand sculpture of Suki, and he destroyed it. Oh, and he's attacking Aang.
Get a grip before I blast you off this roof.
Go ahead and do it.
He's wanting you to be better here. It's just training. Putting you in a combat situation. Ooh.
Enough!
Oh shit. That's what he wanted though. There you go.
What's wrong with you? You could have hurt Aang.
What's wrong with me? What's wrong with all of you? How can you sit around having beach parties when Sozin's Comet is only 3 days away?
I thought he was just trying to have him have more of a, I mean, obviously do more training, but a more of a simulated combat where you don't know, it feels serious. That's what I thought. It was more calculated.
After?
I'm not ready. I need more time to master firebending.
And frankly, your earthbending could still use some work too.
So, you all knew Aang was gonna wait?
Honestly, if Aang tries to fight the Fire Lord right now, he's gonna lose. No offense.
The whole point of fighting the Fire Lord before the Comet was to stop the Fire Nation from winning the war. But they pretty much won the war when they took Ba Sing Se. Things can't get any worse.
You're wrong. It's about to get worse than you can even imagine. The day before the eclipse, my father asked me to attend an important war meeting.
Oh yeah, he knows a lot of
It was what I dreamed about
information.
and wanted for so many years. My father had finally accepted me back.
Welcome, Prince Zuko. We waited for you.
Ba Sing Se is still under our control. However, Earthbender rebellions have prevented us from achieving total victory in the Earth Kingdom.
What is your recommendation?
Our army is spread too thin, but once the eclipse is over and the invasion defeated, we should transfer more domestic forces into the Earth Kingdom.
Prince Zuko, you've been among the Earth Kingdom commoners. Do you think that adding more troops will stop these rebellions?
The people of the Earth Kingdom are proud and strong. They can endure anything as long as they have hope.
Yes, you're right. We need to destroy their hope.
Well,
Of course,
that's
he'd
not
be
exactly
thinking
what
like that.
I think you should take their precious hope and the rest of their land and burn it all to the ground.
Yes.
That is such an Azula answer.
No Bender will stand a chance against us.
What are you suggesting, sir?
When the comet last came, my grandfather, Fire Lord Sozin, used it to wipe out the air nomads. Now, I use its power to end the Earth Kingdom. Permanently.
Get rid of all Earthbenders?
From our airships,
Oh,
we
shit.
fire over their lands. A fire that will destroy everything. And out of the ashes, a new world will be born. A world in which all the lands are Fire Nation. And I am the supreme ruler of everything.
See, here's the thing. Earthbender, if you think about the benders that are left in the world, the Earthbenders are the biggest threat to the Fire Nation because of how many there are. There is a lot more Earthbender. I mean, there is a decent amount of Waterbenders, but they're all in like one spot for the most part, as we've seen. So, Earthbender wise, they have a lot of people in general. So if they took out the Earthbenders, it pretty much makes it, there's nothing that could stop them from that. It's their biggest threat, other than the Avatar, obviously, but it's smart on their end, but this is going to force Aang to have to fight him. They can't not go now.
I wanted to speak out against this horrifying plan, but I'm ashamed to say I didn't. My whole life I struggled to gain my father's love and acceptance. But once I had it, I realized I lost myself getting there.
What am I gonna do?
I know you're scared, and I know you're not ready to save the world. But if you don't defeat the Fire Lord before the comet comes, there won't be a world to save anymore.
Why didn't you tell me about your dad's crazy plan sooner?
I didn't think I had to. I assumed you were still gonna fight him before the comet. No one told me you decided to wait.
This
That's
is bad.
true.
This is really, really bad.
Aang, you don't have to do this alone.
Yeah, if we all fight the Fire Lord together, we got a shot at taking him down.
All right, Team Avatar is back. Air,
So Zuko is in
water,
Team Avatar?
earth, fire, fan and sword.
Fighting the Fire Lord is gonna be the hardest thing we've ever done together. But I wouldn't want to do it any other way.
Wait, so they are all gonna fight together?
All right.
Get over here, Zuko. Being part of the group also means being part of group hugs.
That's one thing I didn't expect. I thought it had to be either Aang and Zuko or just Aang.
If you let the energy in your own body flow, the lightning will follow it. You turn your opponent's energy against them.
That's like waterbending.
Exactly. My uncle invented this technique himself by studying waterbenders.
So, have you ever redirected lightning before?
Once, against my father.
What did it feel like?
Exhilarating. But terrifying. You feel so powerful holding that much energy in your body. But you know if you make the wrong move, it's over.
Well, not over. I mean, there's always Katara and a little spirit water action, am I right?
Actually, I used it all up.
Yeah,
after
there's
Azula
no
shot you.
there's no pick me up, there's
You'll
no
have to
Phoenix
take the Fire
down.
Lord's life before he takes yours.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
In order to take out the Fire Lord, or in this case, the Melon Lord, our timing has to be perfect. First, Suki and I will draw his fire. Then Katara and Zuko charge in with some liquidy hot offense, and while the Melon Lord is distracted, Aang swoops in and BAM! He delivers the final blow.
What about me?
For now, you're the Melon Lord's forces.
So I get to chuck flaming rocks at all of you?
Whatever makes the training feel more realistic.
That sounds fun.
Sweetness.
That sounds fun for her. Yeah. She's the villain. This is a test run.
Watch it, Toph!
I am not Toph. I am Melon Lord.
So far, so good.
Now, Aang!
Wait. What?
What are you waiting for? Take him out!
I can't.
What's wrong with you? If this was the real deal, you'd be shot full of lightning right now.
I'm sorry, but it just didn't feel right. I didn't feel like myself.
Oh.
There.
Okay. It was just like in a previous episode where Zuko asked, are you going to be able to do it? Like, are you going... I forgot the exact words, but at the end of the episode, Zuko pretty much said, like, are you... Like, what will you do? Well, what will you do when you actually meet his father and have to fight him? I think Aang can't do it. Aang can't kill him, which... What do you do with somebody that you know is not going to stop? You can obviously lock him up, beat him and then lock him up or something, but they're not... I don't think everybody's going to understand if you can't... This is just going to be complicated for him.
I have a surprise for everyone.
I knew it! You did have a secret thing with Haru.
What?
No. I was looking for cooking pots in the attic, and I found this. Look at baby Zuko. Isn't he cute? Oh, lighten up. I'm just teasing.
That's not me. It's my father.
But he looks so sweet and innocent.
Well, that sweet little kid grew up to be a monster. And the worst father in the history of fathers.
But he's still a human being.
You're going to defend him?
No, I agree with you. Fire Lord Ozai is a horrible person, and the world would probably be better off without him. But there's gotta be another way.
Like what?
I don't know. Maybe we can make some big pots of glue, and then I can use glue bending to stick his arms and legs together so he can't bend anymore.
Yeah, then you can show him his baby pictures and all those happy memories will make him good again.
Do you really think that would work?
No. That would be a wholesome ending.
If it's in the name of keeping balance, I'm pretty sure the universe will forgive you.
This isn't a joke, Sokka! None of you understands the position I'm in!
Aang, we do understand. It's just...
Just what, Katara? What?
We're trying to help.
Then when you figure out a way for me to beat the Fire Lord without taking his life, I'd love to hear it!
Aang, don't walk away from this.
Let him go. He needs time to sort it out by himself.
Hey, Momo. I don't suppose you know what I should do. I didn't think so.
What the hell? It's like calling him.
Okay, that's everything.
No, it's not. Where's Aang?
So he never came back?
Aang? Aang!
Come on, Lazy Bones, let's go!
He left his staff. That's so strange.
Aang's not in the house. Let's check the beach.
Look! There's his footprints. The trail ends here.
So, he went for a midnight swim and never came back? Maybe he was captured.
I don't think so. There's no sign of a struggle.
I bet he ran away again.
He left behind his glider and Appa.
Then what do you think happened to him, oh sleuthy one?
It's pretty obvious. Aang mysteriously disappears before an important battle. He's definitely on a spirit world journey.
But if he was, wouldn't his body still be here?
Oh yeah.
It was like he was
Forgot about that.
hypnotized or
He's gotta
something.
be somewhere on Ember Island. Let's split up and look for him.
I'm going with Zuko. What? Everyone else went on a life-changing field trip with Zuko. Now it's my turn. Avatar state!
Oh no! No!
I know.
I love that they just brought that back. They're doing a demonstration. Or, okay, regular Aang. You're going to have to bring that Aang to fight the Fire Lord now. Sorry.
I shouldn't complain.
Peter
My parents
Pan,
gave me
Aang.
everything I ever asked for, but they never gave me the one thing that I really wanted: their love. You know what I mean?
Look, I know you had a rough childhood, but we should really focus on finding Aang.
This is the worst field trip ever.
I know. You wanted an adventure, you know.
It's like he just disappeared.
Hey, wait a minute. Has anyone noticed that Momo's missing too?
Oh no! I knew it was only a matter of time! Appa ate Momo! Momo! I'm coming for you!
Appa finally won.
Appa didn't eat Momo. He's probably with Aang.
That's just what Appa wants you to think.
Oh my god, he'll eat you, though.
Sokka, we have a real problem here. Aang is nowhere to be found, and the comet is only 2 days away.
What should we do, Zuko?
I don't know. Why are you all looking at me?
Well, you are kind of the expert on tracking Aang.
Yeah. If anyone's got experience hunting the Avatar,
That
it's
is
you.
true. You always know where to find him.
Zuko, I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but why are we heading towards the Earth Kingdom? There's no way Aang's there.
Just trust me.
Come on, Slowpoke, faster!
So impatient.
Sorry I'm late, Father. Good palanquin bearers are so hard to come by these days. So, is everything ready for our departure?
There has been a change of plans, Azula.
What?
I've decided to lead the fleet of airships to Ba Sing Se alone. You will remain here. in the Fire
Ooh,
Nation.
she doesn't get to be in the fight.
But I thought we were going to do this together.
My decision is final.
You can't treat me like this. You can't treat me like Zuko.
Listen to me. I need you here to watch over the homeland. It's a very important job that I can only entrust to you.
Really?
And for your loyalty, I've decided to declare you the new Fire Lord.
Oh,
Fire Lord Azula? It does seem appropriate. But what about you?
Fire Lord Ozai is no more. Just as the world will be reborn in fire, I shall be reborn as the supreme ruler of the world. From this moment on, I will be known as the Phoenix King.
what? So he's giving himself his own title, and so Fire Lord kind of goes down a peg a little bit. Holy shit.
And the reason you've brought us to a seedy Earth Kingdom tavern is what now?
June.
Oh. I forgot about her.
That weird bounty hunter with the giant mole.
Oh, her skin is flawless.
No, she has this giant mole creature she rides around on.
Shoo. It's the only animal that can track Aang's scent anywhere in the world.
Oh.
One shot we have of finding him.
Now you got to get her to
I don't
let
know
you
who
use
this
it.
Toon Lady is, but I like her.
Wait,
So he's pretty much sleepwalking somewhere. Where did you sleepwalk to? Random island. In the...
where are we?
Oh, God! How did you sleepwalk there? Were you walking through the, like, walking on water? Or did you, I guess he was airbending or doing something to get over the, how the hell? Just before the next one, I just want to comment, I didn't get to say, Azula, when she was talking to her dad, and she was, you can tell that just as much as Zuko wanted, like, his dad's love and, like, support and everything like that, Azula wants it more. I think Azula was even worse off than Zuko was on wanting, like, because you see how she reacted to everything he said. She's only wanted, like, her dad's love. That's the similarities, I guess, between her and Zuko, but hers was more extreme. And she's been in this, like, she didn't have the same, like, the same relationship that Zuko had with his uncle. She didn't have that, like, that good part, like somebody to talk to. So all she had was her dad and, like, bad influence. So I can kind of see why she is in the spot she is.
Hey, I remember her. She helped you attack us.
Yep, back in the good old days.
Oh, great, it's Prince Pouty. Where's your creepy grandpa?
He's my uncle. He's not
Creepy
here.
grandpa.
I see you work things out with your girlfriend.
She's not my girlfriend.
Okay, sheesh. I was only teasing. So what do you want?
I need your help finding the Avatar.
Doesn't sound too fun.
Does the end of the world sound like more fun?
Nyla. Who's my little snuffly wuffly? Careful there. Okay, so who's got something with the Avatar scent on it?
I have Aang's staff.
That should be a good one.
Well, what does that mean?
It means your friend's gone.
We know he's gone. That's why we're trying to find him.
So he's that far
No, I mean,
away,
he's gone,
island in the
gone.
middle of nowhere.
He doesn't exist.
So he's in what, the spirit? Is this the spirit world then?
Where are we, Momo?
Or, but it, that wouldn't make
Maybe
sense.
I'm in the spirit world?
Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking, but
But wait.
it seems
you can
different.
See me.
Yeah.
We could both be in the spirit world.
What do you mean Aang doesn't exist? Do you mean he's, you know, dead?
Nope, we could find him if he were dead. Oh, it's a real head scratcher. See ya.
This is odd.
Helpful. Real helpful.
Wait, I have another idea. There's only one other person in this world who can help us face the Fire Lord. I'll be right back with a smell sample.
Oh, his uncle.
You saved your uncle's sweaty sandal?
I think it's kind of sweet.
Let's do this.
Oh, so plan B.
Wait up!
Wait, there's not a tiny possibility that Aang is not going to actually get this fight? Like, it'll be like Zuko and his uncle versus Ozai?
We're going to Ba Sing Se?
Your uncle's somewhere beyond the
Oh,
wall.
so he went-
Is getting twitchy, so he can't be too far. Good luck.
It's been a long day. Let's camp and start our search again at dawn.
It's a hexagon. It doesn't seem like normal rock. It's not made of earth. This is so strange. I wish I had some help right now. I wish I had Roku. I do have Roku.
Right?
You're right, eh?
There you go.
All the past avatars, all their experience and wisdom is available to you if you look deep inside yourself.
So where am I, Roku? What is this place?
I don't know, Aang.
Oh, he's back. Everybody's coming back, huh?
Everyone
For
expects
the
me to
finale.
take the Fire Lord's life, but I just don't know if I can do that.
In my life, I tried to be disciplined and show restraint. But it backfired when Fire Lord Sozin took advantage of my restraint and mercy. If I had been more decisive and acted sooner, I could have stopped Sozin and stopped the war before it started. I offer you this wisdom, Aang. You must be decisive.
You have to make a choice.
Paku.
It is respectful to bow to an old master, but how about a hug for your new grandfather?
That's so exciting! You and Grandpa must be so happy to have found each other again.
I made her a new betrothal necklace and everything.
Oh my God.
Welcome to the family, Gramp.
You can still just call me Paku.
How about Grandpaku?
No.
And this was Aang's first firebending teacher.
Zhong.
Master Piandao.
Hello, Sokka.
So wait, how do you all know each other?
All old people know each other. Don't you know that?
We're all part of the same ancient secret society, a group that transcends the divisions of the four nations.
The Order of the White Lotus.
Oh.
It came from a Grand Lotus, your uncle, Iroh of the Fire
That's what he was doing?
Well, that's who we're looking for.
Then we'll take you to him.
Wait, someone's missing from your group. Someone very important. Where's Momo?
He's gone.
Momo's the one. You need Momo.
Well, so long as they have each other, I'm sure we have nothing to worry about. Let's go.
That guy can move still.
Avatar Kyoshi, I need your wisdom.
In my day, Jin the Conqueror threatened to throw the world out of balance. I stopped him, and the world entered a great era of peace. But I assure you, I would have done whatever it took to stop Jin. I offer you this wisdom, Aang. Only justice will bring peace.
So you're going to get a lot of different opinions.
I knew I shouldn't have asked Kyoshi.
So, Boomy, how did you end up escaping your imprisonment in Omashu?
Escape? I didn't escape. Everybody else escaped. There I was, back in Omashu, waiting for just the right moment. I didn't know what or when, but I knew I'd know it when I knew it. An eclipse, that'll do it.
Oh.
What do you think you're doing?
Perfect. He had to wait till that very moment, but...
Taking back my city. You've got no firepower, and it's payback.
Wait, so he did this all himself? He defeated, like, everybody that was in town? God damn! Okay, that's badass. He just did that so easily.
You took back your whole city all by yourself.
So what about you guys? Did you do anything interesting on the day of the eclipse?
Nah. No, not really.
I need to look deep inside myself.
I am Avatar.
More avatars.
When I was young, I was always a go with the flow kind of avatar. People seemed to work out their own problems, and there was peace and good times in the world. But then, I lost the woman I loved to Comet, the face stealer. It was my fault. If I had been more attentive and more active, I could have saved her. Aang, you must actively shape your own destiny and the destiny of the world.
You have to take all these opinions and all these different stories and be able to figure out your own for this particular situation.
Well, here we are. Welcome to Old People Camp.
Where?
Old people camp.
Where is he?
Your uncle's in there,
He's gonna have a hard time facing him. All that guilt.
No, I'm not okay. My uncle hates me, I know it. He loved me and supported me in every way he could. And I still turned against him. How can I even face him?
Zuko, you're sorry for what you did, right?
More sorry than I've been about anything in my entire life.
Then he'll forgive you. He will.
Knowing his personality and how much he loves Zuko, there's no way he wouldn't.
Uncle.
Of course, he's passed out.
All these past avatars, they keep telling me I'm gonna have to do it. They don't get it. You're right. Maybe an air nomad avatar will understand where I'm coming from. I know you can't really talk. Pretending you can just helps me think. I'm going to pretend I didn't pretend to hear that.
I am Avatar Yang Chen, young Airbender.
Avatar Yang Chen. The monks always taught me that all life is sacred. Even the life of the tiniest spider fly caught in its own web.
Yes, all life is sacred.
I know, I'm even a vegetarian. I've always tried to solve my problems by being quick or clever, and I've only had to use violence for necessary defense. And I've certainly never used it to take a life.
Avatar Aang, I know that you're a gentle spirit, and the monks have taught you well. But this isn't about you. Many great and wise air nomads have detached themselves and achieved spiritual enlightenment. But the Avatar can never do it. Because your sole duty is to the world. Here is my wisdom for you. Selfless duty calls you to sacrifice your own spiritual needs and do whatever it takes to protect the world.
That is good advice. That's going to be hard for Aang, but...
I guess I don't have a choice, Momo.
See, that's the thing. Not every avatar is an airbender, right? So they all didn't have the same thought process or whatever, or the same, they didn't learn the same way. It's good. Aang needed to talk to an airbending avatar because obviously you're gonna have to do something. You're not an airbender. You are for the world. You're not for yourself. You're for the world. And sometimes you have to make big decisions and do things for the world.
I have to kill the Fire Lord.
I didn't know if he was going to be able to come to that conclusion.
Uncle, I know you must have mixed feelings about seeing me. But I want you to know, I am so sorry, Uncle. I am so sorry and ashamed of what I did. I don't know how I can ever make it up to you, but
Of course. No other reaction he was going to get there.
How can you forgive me so easily? I thought you would be furious with me.
I was never angry with you. I was sad because I was afraid you lost your way.
I did lose my way.
But you found it again. And you did it by yourself. And I'm so happy you found your way here.
It wasn't that hard, Uncle. You have a pretty strong sense.
You don't take a lot of showers, babe?
Is it just me? Or are those mountains getting bigger?
What the hell? The island's moving? Like, once he's figured it out.
They're not getting larger. They're getting closer. The whole island is moving.
Really fast.
It's amazing, Momo. The biggest animal in the world. I've got to swim around and find its face.
Uncle, you're the only person other than the Avatar who can possibly defeat the Father Lord.
You mean the Fire
The
Lord?
Father Lord?
That's what I just said. We need you to come with us.
I thought I heard that wrong.
No, Zuko. It won't turn out well.
You can beat him, and we'll be there to help.
Even if I did defeat Ozai, and I don't know that I could, it would be the wrong way to end the war. History would see it as just more senseless violence, a brother killing a brother to grab power.
Ooh.
The only way for this war to end peacefully is for the Avatar to defeat the Fire Lord, an idealist with a pure heart and unquestionable honor.
He has to do it.
It has to be you, Prince Zuko.
Unquestionable honor? But I've made so many mistakes.
Yes, you have. You struggled, you suffered.
But you learned from
But
them.
you have always followed your own path. You restored your own honor. And only you can restore the honor of the Fire Nation.
I'll try, Uncle.
Well, what if Aang doesn't come back?
Sozin's Comet is arriving, and our destinies are upon us. Aang will face the Fire Lord. When I was a boy, I had a vision that I would one day take Ba Sing Se. Only now do I see that my destiny is to take it back from the Fire Nation, so the Earth Kingdom can be free again. So that when the Fire Lord falls, you can assume the throne and restore peace and order.
That means he's going to have to
Azula will be there
fight Azula.
waiting for you.
I can handle Azula.
Not alone. You'll need help.
You're right. Katara, how would you like to help me put Azula in her place?
It would be my pleasure.
I mean,
What
she
about
needs a
us?
rematch too.
What's our destiny today?
What do you think it is?
I think that even though we don't know where Aang is, we need to do everything we can to stop the airship fleet.
And that means when Aang does face the Fire Lord, we'll be right there if he needs us.
They'll be in place. Okay. So Aang is still going to have to 1v1.
Swims quicker than a giant eelhound. The airship base is on a small island just off the Earth Kingdom shore. You should be able to intercept the fleet within a day's journey.
So if I'm gonna be Fire Lord after the war is over, what are you gonna do?
After I reconquer Ba Sing Se, I'm going to reconquer my tea shop. And I'm going to play Pai Sho every day.
That's his destiny, to be a tea shop owner.
Goodbye, General Iroh.
Goodbye, everyone. Today, destiny is our friend. I know it.
Whoa. Oh, what the fuck? That is scary as hell.
A lion turtle. Maybe you can help me. Everyone, even my own past lives, are expecting me to end someone's life. But I don't know if I can do it.
The true mind can weather all the lies and illusions without being lost. The true heart can tough the poison of hatred without being harmed. Since beginningless time, darkness thrives in the void, but always yields to purifying light.
What? There's a lot of strong lines in this show.
Wait for him. He will come. It's time for this world to end in fire, and for a new world to be born from the ashes.
Oh shit. Everything is in place. Sozin's Comet. Oh my god. Okay. I love that so many characters from past episodes, even some we haven't seen in forever, are all making returns or helping in some way, and always love to see the return of Zuko's uncle. And just, I also love that it has to be Aang to do this fight, and everybody has their part to play. Zuko's going to have to go back and fight Azula. The Zuko being the Fire Lord makes the most sense. Obviously, he would have the more than Azula for sure. So that seems to be something that's gonna have to happen. That means I thought maybe Zuko was gonna help Aang fight, but now it's looking like Aang's gonna have to do it himself. Maybe with a little bit of extra help just to keep everybody else out of it. Since Toph and Sokka will be kind of near that area. I also like Katara helping Zuko though, because she's had so many fights with Azula as well, and that seemed to be something that needed a rematch. So I like that it's both of them. It seems appropriate to me.
Zuko, don't worry. We can take Azula.
I'm not worried about her. I'm worried about Aang. What if he doesn't have the guts to take out my father? What if he loses?
Aang won't lose. He's gonna come back. He has to.
This is gonna be crazy. She's so calm. For once. Okay, that did not last long.
What am I holding? A cherry pit, Princess. Correct. And what day is this?
It is the day of your coronation.
Yes, it is. So please, tell me why on the most important day of my life you've decided to leave a pit in my cherry?
I suppose you could have choked?
Yes. Then you understand the severity of your crime.
Oh my god.
I understand, Princess. Please, forgive me.
Oh, very well. Since it is a special day, I will show mercy. You are banished. Leave this palace immediately.
God damn! That's mercy?
I have 2 feet that need scrubbing. And make sure you get in between the toes. I won't have my first day as Fire Lord marred by poor foot hygiene.
It's weird to say, but the comet actually looks beautiful. Too bad the Fire Lord's about to use it to destroy the world.
We're too late! The fleet's already taking off!
Then we're taking off too. Where's the closest airship?
It's right here!
This is intense. Somebody's happy.
You sent for us, Princess? Is everything all right?
Actually, everything's not all right. Do you know how long it took you to get here?
A few minutes, I guess?
5, to be precise. In which time an assassin could have snuck in, done away with me, and been on his merry way.
My apologies, Princess.
Is this how you plan to treat your new Fire Lord? With tardiness and disloyalty?
The Dai Li would never betray you.
And I'm sure that's just what you told Long Feng before you turned against him and joined me. You're all banished.
But
goodbye.
how many people are you gonna banish? I don't think she is ready to be a Fire Lord. Holy shit. Door armor. They never had a chance. God damn, Toph.
That's how it's done. Good work, Toph. Time to take control of the ship. Take the wheel.
That's a great idea. Let the blind girl steer the giant airship.
I was talking to Suki.
That would make a lot more sense.
Come on.
What are we gonna do about the rest of the crew?
Take us down closer to the water. I've got an idea.
Everyone please report to the bomb bay immediately for hotcakes and sweet treats. We have a very special birthday to celebrate.
Yum! They're walking like that's normal. Where's the hotcakes?
I'm Quinn Lee. I work up in communications. Oh, hi. I work down in the engine room. That's probably why we never met before. Big airship, you know? Huh? Yep. So, do you know whose birthday it is? I can't believe the captain remembered my birthday!
Oh my god!
Scare.
He does care!
Happy birthday.
That was fucking amazing.
Fire Lord Ozai, here we come.
Azula, we heard what happened. Why have you banished all your servants, all your Dai Li agents, and the Imperial Firebenders?
Oh, everybody.
None of them to be trusted. Sooner or later, they all would have betrayed me. Just like May and Ty Lee did.
Okay, so ever since she was betrayed by them, like the only people she was really trusting, her trust is completely gone. So her being a Fire Lord just is not going to work. She can't keep anybody. Like, how do you run anything like that?
But I will be the greatest leader in Fire Nation history.
I'm sure you will, but considering everything that's happened today, perhaps it's best if you postpone your coronation.
What? Which one of you just said that? What a shame. There's only one way to resolve this. You two must duel each other. I order you to fight an Agni Kai.
Oh, what the fuck?
But we're not firebenders.
All right, fine. Lo, you're banished. Lee, you can stay.
What?
But I'm Lee, so who's banished?
Just take turns being there and the other one just hide.
The Order of the White Lotus is here.
Here to set you free.
Only once every 100 years can a firebender experience this kind of power.
Oh, damn. Power boost. Holy. God damn, that's a giant fireball. Fuck. Kind of cool. I mean, everybody gets a power boost, obviously, firebending wise, but the stronger ones you would think would obviously be able to do more damage. Jesus, melting.
All right, hair.
Oh no,
It's
don't.
time to face your doom.
Don't cut all your hair off. Jesus.
What a shame. You always had such beautiful hair.
What are you doing here?
What?
I didn't want to miss my own daughter's coronation.
Don't pretend to act proud.
What?
I know what you really think of me. You think I'm a monster.
I think you're confused. All your life, you've used fear to control people, like your friends May and Ty.
This is in her head.
Well, what choice do I have? Trust is for fools. Fear is the only reliable way. Even you fear me.
No, I love you, Azula. I do.
Azula is broken. I honestly kind of feel bad right now. I think especially that moment actually made me feel a little bad for her. Like I said earlier, I kind of understand how she's feeling and why she was even worse than Zuko in ways of wanting her dad's love and stuff. So it's, man, that was a little heartbreaking a little bit, but also she does a lot of bad things.
We're not gonna catch up to him in time.
No.
Where's Aang? Ooh. Jesus. Oh, there he is.
Momo, time for you to go.
The fight we've been waiting for. Oh, shit. Flying with fire? Jesus. What is he, the Human Torch?
What just happened?
It's Aang! He's back!
After generations of Fire Lords failed to find you, now the universe delivers you to me as an act of providence.
Please listen to me. We don't have to fight. You have the power to end it here and stop what you're doing.
You are right. I do have the power.
There's no talking him out of it.
I have all the power in the world.
Airbending slice!
Shouldn't we be helping him?
What can they do, though?
The Fire Lord is Aang's fight. We need to stay focused on stopping that fleet from burning down the Earth Kingdom.
And how do we do that, Captain Boomerang? I can't see outside of this floating hunk of metal.
Airship slice!
Airship slice? Oh, like going right through them? Jesus. Forest fires for days.
It's gonna be a rough ride. We need to get to the top of this thing fast.
Then what?
Watch each other's backs, and if we make it that far, I'll let you know.
Sokka taking command. God damn! Hit every single one. That was like perfect. Oh shit.
I'm okay. Just finish the mission.
No.
Sokka, I think we've got to...
By
I
decree
like Sokka
of
helping her
Phoenix
like that.
King Ozai, I now crown you Fire Lord.
What are you waiting for? Do it!
Here we go. The other side.
But you're not going to become Fire Lord today. I am.
You're hilarious.
And you're going down.
Wait, you want to be Fire Lord? Fine, let's settle this. Just you and me, brother. The showdown that was always meant to be. Agni Kai.
You're on.
Oh,
What
damn.
are you doing? She's playing you. She knows she can't take us both, so she's trying to separate us.
I know, but I can take her this time.
But even you admitted to your uncle that you would need help facing Azula.
There's something off about her. I can't explain it, but she's slipping. And this way, no one else has to get hurt.
Yeah, I mean, she's coming undone.
I'm sorry it has to end this way, brother.
No, you're not.
God damn, her face, just everything is just very unsettling. God, these last few episode fights have been absolutely epic. Like, really, this whole book. Damn. I love seeing Aang actually use all the elements now in his fight. Ooh. Redirecting the lightning. The problem is, if you can't send it back, he still can't do it. Oh. That was close. He had to remember which bending to use. Okay. She just looks so insane. I think she knows she can be beat right now. Maybe deep down. The animation really did step up for this movie, though.
No lighting today? What's the matter? Afraid I'll redirect it?
I'll show you
Oh.
lightning.
I think Zuko might have baited you. Or, oh shit. Of course she does something like that. So fucked up.
Zuko!
So Katara's gonna have to fight now?
You're weak, just like the rest of your people. They did not deserve to exist in this world, in my world. Prepare to join them. Prepare to die.
He is too far gone. God damn. Okay, that's kind of a weird cutoff right there. Holy shit. That was a very weird cutoff. Man, I seeing Azula like that, and just completely off her. She's always pretty crazy, but she is completely off. Though we should know by now that she's gonna do things dirty. That's exactly what she does. So going for Katara like that, and just seeing how selfless Zuko is now, and him throwing his body, because he can't redirect it at that point because he's not in the right place. It's not being directed at him, and it's not the right place. So he's just taking the full blunt of it. I think he's gonna be all right, but can he still fight right now? That's the problem. Will Katara have to continue? That was my first thought. Also, obviously, Aang against the Fire Lord. Aang is, I want to say, at a slight disadvantage, which I already knew was going to happen because of the small amount of time that he has had to train and do everything. He's not. It's just not enough time. I'm just hoping all the knowledge and everything he was able to squeeze in at the end, it's going to be enough.
So it's jammed in a turning position. The ship will spiral and slam into the others.
Got it!
Have I ever mentioned how sweet it is that you invented metal bending?
You could stand to mention it more.
Pretty sick. That couldn't have.
My leg!
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Boomerang or something? Yep. Good old boomerang. Good shit, Sokka.
Space sword.
Oh no. No, this is a bad spot.
I don't think Boomerang is coming back, Toph. It looks like this is the end.
Oh. Did Suki do something?
Did Boomerang come back?
No.
Yep.
Suki did.
Good timing. Oh! Holy shit! That's a lot of avatars.
Come on out, little boy. You're about to be...
Ooh. He hit him right in the right spot. He got it back. Avatar state. God damn. That is epic. Looks like a planet. All the elements floating. Did he forget where he was? That's how you pick up your toys and stack them neatly. Well, damn, they did it.
I'd really rather our family physician look after little Zuzu, if you don't mind.
What the hell? She does have some of the better one-liners. Osaka, I think, takes that.
Zuzu, you don't look so good.
Also, Katara's at a heavy disadvantage because of the Comet, too.
There you are, filthy peasant.
Ah, holy shit. Whoa. That's sick. Didn't even have to fight her, just locked her up. It was the best way, though, because she couldn't fight her right now.
Thank you, Katara. I think I'm the one who should be thanking you.
Yeah, that's a lot of anger in her. That is incredibly sad. Unsettling, sad, and pretty much, I gotta say, I think she might have it I think she took the most L's out of anybody on the show. Like, everything got stripped from her. She literally had her friends betray her in her eyes. She's she has nothing. No, she just continually got worse and worse and broke down. And just that scream right there made me sad and just, I feel gross. I feel gross. I think now it's kind of flipped a bit. Somebody else is at a disadvantage. God damn. This fight is just everything. I mean, look at it. It's fucking beautiful. Yeah, you're losing. But now is the moment of truth.
You and your forefathers have devastated the balance of this world, and now you shall pay the ultimate price.
It's everybody talking. Is he gonna be able to do it? Oh. He couldn't do it. You know he's not gonna stop though.
Even with all the power in the world, you are still weak.
He's gonna do something. Oh. Holy shit. What is he gonna do? People's minds. Their minds and their energy. Is he gonna change the way his thinking, change his mind, change the type of energy? You're bending. Fuck! What is happening? He's turning into Silver Surfer.
Bend another's energy. Your own spirit must be unbendable, or you will be corrupted and destroyed.
Oh. God, that's close. Oh. God damn, they had to give us a little scare there. That's amazing. That is not... It makes so much sense.
What did you do to me?
I took away your firebending. You can't use it to hurt
Oh.
or threaten anyone else ever again.
Oh, so it wasn't like he necessarily changed. So I thought initially it was like changing your mind, changing the way you thought. Maybe it would make him good or something to that extreme. But instead, he sapped his firebending away. Maybe it's more than that, but I mean, even that's crazy being able to do that. Wow, that's the way he won. Wow. Outstanding. Oh man, this has been an amazing finale.
You did it! You should have seen yourself. It was amazing. You were all like, and the fire alarm was all like,
So did you finish the job?
I'm still alive.
I learned there was another way to defeat him and restore balance. I took his bending away.
Wow, who taught you that?
A giant lion turtle.
You have the craziest adventures when you disappear.
Well, look at you, Buster. Now that your firebending's gone, I guess we should call you the Loser Lord.
I am the Phoenix King.
Oh,
Probably
sorry.
shouldn't be saying
Didn't mean
that.
to offend you, Phoenix King of getting his butt whooped.
You need some help with that?
Nay, you're okay. They let you out of prison?
My uncle pulled some strings. And it doesn't hurt when the new Fire Lord is your boyfriend.
So he got it.
So does this mean you don't hate me anymore?
Because he
I
won.
think it means I actually kind of like you.
Aw.
But don't ever break up with me again.
Probably not a good idea to do that.
Dad!
Dad!
Oh, so Sokka did hurt his leg when he was...
I am the
Yeah.
proudest father in the world. And your mother would be proud too.
There's my favorite warriors. I have to admit, I kind of missed the face paint. So how's it feel to be back in uniform again?
It feels great.
Careful, Suki. Ty Lee's pretending to be a Kyoshi warrior again.
It's okay.
Oh,
She's one of us now.
They let her join?
Yeah, the girls and I really bonded in prison. And after a few chief walking lessons, they said I could join their group. We're gonna be best friends forever.
I can't believe a year ago my purpose in life was hunting you down. And now...
And now we're friends.
Yeah, we are friends.
I can't believe a year ago I was still frozen in a block of ice. The world's so different now.
And it's gonna be even more different. We'll rebuild it together.
So we get the good ending. I thought we might get like a mixed one, but this is a pretty damn good ending.
Please, the real hero is the Avatar. Today, this war is finally over.
It only took them
Promised my uncle that I
3
would restore
seasons.
the honor of the Fire Nation. And I will. The road ahead of us is challenging. 100 years of fighting has left the world scarred and divided. But with the Avatar's help, we can get it back on the right path and begin a new era of love and peace.
All hail Fire Lord Zuko!
So is his dad just in prison or something? Yeah, okay, this has got to be his dad. Oh, wow.
I should count myself lucky. The new Fire Lord has graced me with his presence in my lowly prison cell.
You should count yourself lucky that the Avatar spared your life. Banishing me was the best thing you could have done for my life. It put me on the right path. Perhaps your time in here can do the same for you.
Why are you really here?
Because you're going to tell me something. Where is my mother?
Yeah, exactly. That's what we want to know. Damn. So this is what he wanted the whole time. Oh, so they get to hang out sometimes? Everybody gets to hang out?
Zuko, stop moving! I'm trying to capture the moment. I wanted to do a painting, so we always remember the good times together.
That's very thoughtful of you, Sokka. Wait, why did you give me Momo's ears?
Those are your hair loopies. At least you don't look like a porcupine. My hair's not that spiky.
I look like a man.
And why did you paint me firebending?
I thought it looked more exciting that way. Oh, you think you can do a better job, Momo?
Hey, my belly's not that big anymore. I really trimmed down.
Well, I think you all look perfect.
They really do get the good ending. And he gets the girl. I don't think they could have made this any better. Seriously. This is a perfect ending. Legitimately a perfect ending. Wow. Wow. I'm legitimately impressed. I'm with the whole show in general, but I am this ending, like endings of shows are really hard to pull off sometimes to appease everybody, right? Sometimes endings can be complete crap. Sometimes they can be good, but it's really hard to get like everything to feel right. For me personally, and you guys let me know what you thought of the ending in the comments, but for me personally, I think this is the best ending they could have possibly written. I think this was done amazing. Like I am actually shocked that they hit on everything. First off, it's a good it couldn't have gone better for everybody. But they wrote it in a believable way, and it's not just like, oh, everybody's happy now. It's like they made it to be able to get to that point. Everything was shown perfectly. All the story points were believable. There was no cutting corners. There was no making somebody to be able to get this good ending. Everything made sense to get there. And that's why this is so satisfying for me. I gotta say, this is one of the better endings I think I've seen in a show in a long time. This feels complete to me. Absolutely complete. If there was never a sequel, because I know we're gonna watch Korra right after this. I would be content. This is a complete story to me. Complete. I want to comment really quickly on just the episode we just watched. I mean the final battle, the way Aang finally came to pretty much take away his firebending, do it in a way where he didn't have to kill him, but completely just stopped his motivation and being able to do anything about anything. It was perfect. The battle was great. The animation they stepped up for the movie. I mean, it obviously with all those fight scenes, you gotta put a lot into animation, and I think the best animation of the show was these episodes. It looked great. Everything looked clean. I thought the fighting sequences were great. I loved seeing Zuko and Azula get a final battle, but also having Katara thrown into it at the end. And the way they took out Azula, they didn't have to kill anybody. And I know sometimes it's if you think, okay, you're making this like a friendly ending because you're not killing anybody, and it's in these type of circumstances you have to. But I think part of the story and the part of the entire thing of this was finding ways to do stuff without, for Aang especially, without having to kill, and finding, and they did it in a perfect way. Even Katara getting Azula and being able to lock her up like that move was awesome. But everything was just perfect. Seeing Azula completely, we got to see the opposite side. Obviously, Zuko's dad, the Fire Lord, completely his firebending taken away, ends up in prison and looking pretty horrible. Azula, same thing. Her friends betrayed her in her head. Everything went, and you just saw once she was locked up and she couldn't do anything. Probably one of the bigger heart-wrenching scenes of the entire movie for me was her screaming and trying to get that just cut through me. But yeah, amazing just story-wise. I'm super satisfied. I think all the characters got great finales. We got to see them all get a good ending, end up with people we got to bring back a bunch of characters. This show was just great. And now I just want to quickly talk about the entire show, because we're going to be able to do we're doing another show after this, so technically it's it's still connected. So like we still have, I don't have to say I'm never touching the show again because we are going to do Korra. So I can still talk about stuff like this, but I do want to do a quick review just saying the show in itself was great. I feel really stupid for not watching this as a kid. I just, there's a lot of stuff I didn't watch, like legitimately just did not watch. And this was something that just, I like, as an adult, I feel like it hit every part. Like, it didn't feel like a kid's show to me at all. It had some elements of it, but it was just very mature. And the show was mature. Like, the stories were great, kept me invested. All the episodes connect, like there was connections. There was, they brought back so many things. There was stuff you had to pay attention to because that would be brought back in book 3 from book 1. It was just from every single book. Like even though the, like, I wouldn't say filler episodes, but even like the episodes that didn't have as much going on were still enough to keep me invested. It was just overall from episode 1 to the last episode was just outstanding. This has got to be, it's hard to rank shows, especially since this feels like on its own for me. Since I watch a ton of animes. I haven't watched a ton of this is in between animation, anime, cartoon kind of thing, but it's hard to rank it, but this is definitely up there. I'm really gonna have to think about it, but this story was just, I think I just wasn't expecting that much from the finale. I'm still catching my breath from it because it was just so much better than I ever thought it would be. And I know that's weird, but I just had not low expectations, but more so like it just hit way above the bar. I guess that's what it is. The show in general did. I really didn't know I didn't really have high expectations for the show in general, just because I didn't really know what I was getting into. But it went way above and beyond, and I'm absolutely happy I watched this show. But anyway, seriously, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel now. We are going to be doing Korra right after this. So definitely do that. I also want to do shows similar to this. I have said this before, but make sure if you have any recommendations for shows, maybe similar or in the cartoon/animation genre. I appreciate you watching all these. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. You can also check out episodes, and Korra should be on there by this point. Early and uncut over on patreon.com/AJRich123. Helps me do more of these, helps me like literally be able to do stuff like this. So definitely I appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.